Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 15. It is probably like noon at this point.
11.
Okay, 11.
What two?
Oh, hold on. We gotta open 15. Where's 15? Right here, up top.
What there? Top.
Oh. Ah!
What is that name?
What
Let me
is it?
see. It's what the heck?
Goofy.
It's like mistletoe, I think.
Let me see.
It's Donald.
Or is it like a hand? I don't know what the heck that is.
I think it's just a big blob. I don't know.
There's a blob of chocolate. Okay.
Alright, and we're gonna open
What a
our
blob of
calendar
chocolate.
and see what we got.
We still haven't done our guesses. We probably should. Because
Yeah.
every day that we put it off, we're getting less
Yeah.
and less. Alright, I'm gonna guess right now. I'm gonna say
Oh,
it.
I have no idea.
I'm just gonna take a guess. I'm gonna say they won't do Mickey because that's too obvious. I'm gonna say, oh, and we already got Mickey, so that would be weird if we got a second one. I'm gonna go Stitch.
Stitch?
Yeah, I'm going Stitch.
Okay. I'm gonna go Tinkerbell.
It's a good one. I guess. All right, 15. Here's Stitch right here. Oh no, we're both still in it.
Okay.
Ah,
What is it?
it's Daisy.
Oh, look at that! Look at her little face!
She's really cold.
Oh my gosh!
So she's the same as Minnie, it looks like. She has like the same bow. She has the ski poles, and the skis, obviously.
Yeah.
But her hood is up. She is super cold. Good.
Yeah.
Minnie has like goggles on, the ski goggles.
Oh yeah, right.
On. So here, yeah, let's look at Minnie side by side. Like that's the difference. So she has the same outfit, but her hood's back.
Yeah.
And Daisy is like, oh my gosh. But you know, she's wearing goggles. If you look really closely,
Oh yeah.
they're just not the same.
Yeah. She was like Stitch.
They're stitched on. Yeah. Oh crap! Who was in what? Oh right, Daisy's what we got today.
Duh.
So I guess that would pretty much guarantee that Donald will be a sledder when he comes out, right?
Yeah, probably.
Because Mickey was a sledder, so. So we're gonna give you we saw Last Jedi, as we told you. So we're gonna give you a review, or just probably like our impressions, like first impressions, because we're gonna see it many times probably in our lives. So this is kind of like the first go at what we thought.
So if you don't want any spoilers,
yeah, now would be the time to turn it
stop
off.
the video now.
Yep.
Thank you. Bye. Welcome to our review of Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Please don't hate us.
Yeah, so I'm going to preface this, and I think we both feel the exact same way. We really, really like this movie. We don't love this movie. And so I think we're going to do it. I'm going to say something I liked. You'll say something we'll go back and forth. So we're going to start. I'm going to tell you something I liked. I love the way the whole movie kept you guessing. I feel like somebody described it online that it felt like every time you thought that the movie was going left, it went right. And it literally every single moment, like I was like, all right. Oh, by the way, spoilers.
Oh yeah, spoilers.
When Finn was about to die, I was like, all right, he's dead. Like I was resigned myself to it. I was accepting it in my head, and then he wasn't dead. Yeah. When Snoke got killed, I was like, oh, he's gonna come back. He's gonna reattach himself, and he didn't.
Yeah.
You know. So I mean, there's a lot of moments, like when Rey was gonna possibly join Kylo Ren, like when there was a moment where it looked like they were fighting together, and it looked like they were gonna work together, and then they didn't. So it was like every single thing. It just it all felt like it was hard. It was really hard to figure out what was gonna happen next. Non-formulaic. What about you?
What I really liked about the movie was Kylo Ren and Rey's relationship, I guess is how we would describe it. Just that kind of like whole thing of where they were like connecting with the Force, even though it was kind of fake with Snoke.
But it wasn't fake.
Supposedly it was fake. But
it wasn't fake.
Well,
he connected them, but their interactions were real.
Right. But so, like, I liked that, and I liked that whole fight scene in the throne room where they were fighting the guards. That was
pretty good.
a really good scene.
There was so much red in that scene. All the guards were red, and like there was the whole background was red. It was like really.
But can I say something negative about that?
Sure.
Why would the guards fight them? They're like masters dead.
Well, we don't.
Shouldn't they be like, oh, I guess we're out of a job.
Well, I don't
Let's
know.
Walk out.
I don't know what they. I don't know what those guards are. I suppose.
I don't know. I just thought that was kind of weird.
I'm gonna do another thing I liked. I really like the way they brought it to a point at the end where we are left to believe that Rey and Kylo Ren are basically ready to figure out the future of the Force by themselves. Yeah. There's no more Jedi Order. Even Yoda burns it down and says, no, this isn't, we don't need to live in the past. Like, what we did in the past was wrong. Mm-hmm. And we need to do it a different way. And we're going to let these kids figure out the way that it's going to go. So I like that.
Yeah. Visually, the movie was very, very well made. I loved the costumes. I loved just everything. I don't know. It's just visually, candy. I don't know.
Pretty.
It's pretty. Yeah.
Sexy movie.
It's not sexy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say sexy.
Why? No?
I thought you'd say just visually striking, I guess. Striking. I don't know. Okay. Is that the word?
I don't know.
You
have to tell me what you're feeling.
I'm not a good movie critic, so, but yeah, visually it was very nice, and...
We could definitely do more pros, but in interest of not sitting here all night talking for an hour, we're just going to leave it there. We've 2 each, and now we'll go on to the negatives. And and just keep in mind that it was a very good movie.
Yes.
We are kind of nitpicking a little bit, like at little things. Yes. I mean, it wasn't like the prequels were like, okay, well, they've got people that don't actually know how to act. Look at these movies, and the script was stupid. And,
no, everybody could act. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the acting was actually phenomenal. Yeah. And a lot of people are arguing that the script might not have been great, and that they did a lot with what they were given. But so I'll let you start.
One of my issues with the movie was the humor. There was just too much of it. It was like more of... Like, at one point, I thought I was watching Spaceballs instead of Star Wars, which was sad. And, like, in the beginning, I think that first scene with Poe Dameron, like, he is a funny guy, and I think he is the comic relief of Star Wars, but I think it was a little too much.
And then, over the top.
I think they went a little too over the top with the comedy. Like, I get it. And, like, Luke Skywalker, I kind of get why he's, like, funny, because he's kind of like, he's like Yoda. At this point in his life. He's the Yoda of the... I don't know. So, like, I kind of get the humor a little bit, but maybe I think they went a little too far with it.
Yeah, I think that, they just, like... Humor is fine. There was humor in Force Awakens, too. It was just a lot of the humor in Force Awakens was a little bit more subtle.
Yeah. Instead
of, like, slapstick. Like, some of the scenes, like, specifically scenes that I had big issue with were... Maz Kanata, when she's like fighting, what was going on there? She's like in a hologram fighting a Union. Like that was insane.
Yeah.
The BB-8 shooting coins. Those nuns that live on that planet, do without them all. Get rid of those weirdos. Like that was, somebody said that was like something out of Monty Python.
Yeah.
It was like, what is the deal with that? Some of it's funny, like Poe Dameron is a goofy guy.
Right.
Finn is a goofy guy.
Right.
That makes sense. Like the Porgs were actually funny. I didn't have a problem with the Porgs. I actually like the Porgs a lot, but it's like when you start piling on and on and on, like they made Hux seem like a joke.
Right.
He was like a clown.
Yeah, like in The Force Awakens, he was like a really serious man. You kind of not really feared him, but he had power. In the first movie. In this movie, I feel like he's a joke.
I felt bad. I was like, I feel bad for the leader of the organization I'm supposed to hate, and I feel like sad. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
What happened to this guy? And he's already weird looking, and then like now they're treating him like he's a redheaded stepchild. And maybe he is. He is redheaded.
Okay.
I don't know who his father is. Actually, I do. It's Brendel Hux.
Yeah.
Is that his real father? I don't know. The biggest negative for me, like there's, as I said, a lot of nitpicky stuff. We could talk about probably Superman Leia all day, but I'm not going to go there. My biggest issue was the entire arc of Finn and Rose doing whatever the heck they were doing. They were on a mission that was basically completely existed just because Vice Admiral Holdo refused to tell Poe Dameron the plan, which then caused Finn and Rose to go on this mission, which they failed at every point. They didn't get the right guy. Then when they got back, they got caught. Then, like, I mean, everything that was completely useless. It didn't even work. It didn't work out in any way, and it was almost like they didn't know what to do with Finn. It was like they have this character, and they want to use him because people like him, but they didn't really have any use for him, so they, like, sent him off to do this weird mission that was pointless. And I like that, because I like Finn. And I think Canto Bight in general, I don't know. See, like, I liked the scene because I liked seeing aliens again. I feel like, you know, like, those cantina scenes where you see all these different aliens and this music, and, like, you can kind of see what it's like to live in space, like, in this
different parts,
but then the story revolving it was stupid, so that made it put a damper on it for me. So I don't know, but that's that.
Yeah, and to kind of like coincide with what you're saying, I feel like every single part of the movie was all about buying time.
Oh yeah.
You know, I feel like we just need a little more time, guys. Just a little more time to go till we do the next thing, and a little more time till like. Yeah. And I don't know. It was just kind of a lot of buying time in this movie. They didn't have enough time, and they're trying to prolong their time. I don't know.
So I guess I mean there's plenty of other things, but I think, you know, we've done a good basis. I mean, like, what do you get? Like, what do you rate it? Like, if you have to give it like 1 out of 10, like, where are you at?
I was thinking about this earlier, and I am kind of, I don't know. I was thinking maybe as low as a 7, but then maybe like an 8. But then now maybe I'll just do a 7.5, because I don't know if it's worthy of an 8. I don't know.
I had a 9 originally, but you keep talking to me and making me think that maybe it's like, not as good as I
went into
thought.
this movie expecting a lot, and I was expecting a really, really, really good movie. I was expecting to be blown away, and I wasn't.
Yeah.
At the same time, it was like, it's a really conflicting movie.
Well, that's part of it too, because like the expectations were so high. So it's like,
I loved it, but there were things about it that bothered me, which makes me not love it. I like it, don't love it.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, here's my bottom line is that it is it's probably like the 5th best Star Wars movie ever made. And I certainly, going into it, didn't think I'd be... I was thinking, like, all right, like, am I, like, kind of, like, sitting in the theater, like, thinking, like, all right, like, is this going to be the movie that's going to be better than, like, Return of the Jedi for me? And, you know, it's, like, I said, like, the 5th best movie, 5th best Star Wars movie for me. That's how I feel. And, like...
What's your ranking?
So, all right, so Jedi is 1st, Empire Strikes Back is 2nd, Force Awakens is 3rd,
Episode 1.
Yeah, episode 1 is the best. And then, like, I honestly think...
Oh, you didn't finish your ranking.
Well, those 3.
4th?
So, I mean, here's the thing. So, like, I would technically put Rogue One in there somewhere. But, like, Rogue One isn't part of the numbered sequels. So, like, I don't know where I would rank that. But that was really good. It was better than this. Rogue One was better than this movie. So, and I know, you don't think so because there was talking. And when there's talking in movies, that puts Christian makes sleepy.
No.
You go sleepy.
No, that movie was so boring.
It was not boring. It was so good.
Boring.
I've seen that so many times. I love it.
Okay, let's stick to...
But anyway, the point, so, like, alright, so let's take away the Rogue One. It's a side movie, it's not really the same thing. So it's like the 4th best Star Wars movie of the 8.
Okay.
So it's like right in the middle. Right in the middle of, you know, somewhere near A New Hope and, you know, Revenge of the Sith. And the problem is, like, I was expecting that. I was expecting more.
Yeah.
So I don't know, we haven't seen it. I want to see it again. My plan is I want to see it this weekend again. Because I really want to, like, now that I've seen it and immersed myself in it, now I can kind of go back with more of a critical eye and, like, look at it and say, like, well, you know, maybe some of the things I thought... Because I remember when I first saw Force Awakens, I felt the same way. I was like, this is too goofy.
Really?
A little bit. Like, I was like, it's like the humor... Like, specifically, the first thing that bothered me was the Poe Dameron thing where he's down on his knees with Kylo Ren and he's like, who talks first? You talk first? I talk first? Who talks first? And I was like, what is that? I was like, this isn't Star Wars.
Yeah.
But it grew on me, and it was more subtle humor, so I don't know. Like, some of this stuff in this movie was really slapstick, but maybe it won't bother me as much second go around. I don't know, I need to have a lot going on, or it might bother me more, or I might, like, look at it and realize, wow, I can't just push this aside, like, I can't get past it. And it's, Yeah, I got a lot going on in my head about this movie.
Yeah,
right
Mark's
now.
been thinking about Star Wars since 2 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
And it's been non-stop.
Yeah. Yeah, just like walking around the house and
Common conversations
we're just like,
with themselves.
Yeah, we're just like quiet, no one's talking, then I'm just like, and Christian, here's another thing that I just thought of. Why is Leia Superman?
So you've heard our opinions, and we are going to get a second opinion, or a third opinion, or fourth opinion. So we're going to ask our friends and family who will be here later tonight, and we'll ask them what they think if they wish to be on camera.
They don't have a choice. They don't know that yet.
I liked it.
What'd you like about it?
That's a good question.
That's why I asked it.
I like the fight scenes, and I like the character dynamics. That's mostly it.
Good. Give it a rating. 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10?
Yeah, 1 to 10.
6?
6. Ooh, harsh. What'd you think about Star Wars?
A little bit great.
Yeah?
A little bit great.
Did you see Star Wars?
No.
I think considering that it took up right where the last movie left off, that it was like there was a stark difference between the two movies in terms of tone, and it tried a little too hard to be funny, whereas usually Star Wars movies are just, you know, the humor is just sort of in there, and a lot of the elements in the movie seem kind of forced, even entire plot lines.
1 to 10. 1 to 10.
Yeah, I
Rank
guess I'd give it like maybe like a 7 or an 8. I
Okay.
haven't really digested it yet.
It was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'd give it probably a 6.
Yep.
There were too many funny parts, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled my eyes a couple of times at the funny parts.
Okay. You're doing great.
And it was good.
Okay, bye.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this probably very long video, and
For someone that like no one likes Star Wars that watches our channel, so
right, even though we're a Tsum Tsum channel. So we will see you guys tomorrow in our live stream, which I don't know what time it's gonna be, but be on the lookout.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Talk about Tsum Tsum news that I don't think there is any.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. So.
Is that you saying you want to leave? Okay. Well, fine. Don't know why you came in here.